Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I will be doing a drawing of a fox skull. I actually got it as a gift for my friend's birthday, but I really wanted to do a drawing of it first because I draw quite a lot of skulls and I really wanted to draw one from life because I never did before and I thought that this was the perfect chance. So yeah, also this is quite old footage. I think I recorded this about a year ago, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, it's fine. Anyway, today I want to talk about something which is developing an art style. I do think I have an art style, and I actually never really thought about it that much. It just kind of happened, so today I want to talk about how it happened, and yeah. I think I started to develop my art style when I started a sketchbook. I think it was back in 2013, 2012 maybe. I think I was 16 or 17 and I really wanted to start and finish a sketchbook, so I did that. And I had like no art style or whatsoever, and I actually never really thought about it. I always just created what I felt like creating, basically. But yeah, I started a sketchbook, and I think at the time, these Zentangle, or whatever you call them, things were like really a thing. And at one point, I started doing these animal drawings, and I would fill them in with these Zentangle patterns. When I think I was about 9 or 10, my uncle once showed me like how to sort of doodle, I guess. And even though I was a child, I always remembered, I don't know, it was something that I was always doing. I would always sort of make these patterns, but not really patterns. And I really started doing that again when I started the sketchbook. And I started with like a really big black pen, and then I bought my first set of fine liners, and every time I would get a smaller pen, and then it ended up something like I'm drawing in this video, like abstract looking little figures. But if you see my first sketchbook, you can see like how much my art style actually has changed. Of course, it's also a lot of improvement, but still, when I'm going through my old sketchbooks, I'm really looking at the journey of my art style. And even though I really don't like my old work, it's really fun to see how much I improved and found my style. And also, I kind of started to realize that nature was really big inspiration for me, and drawing and painting more things out of nature, and basically everything that has to do with nature. Drawing insects also became a thing, and what also became something is painting. I think I started painting when I was 17 or 18, like it was at the end of the sketchbook. But yeah, I actually never really painted before. I did use some color pencil, and I did use watercolors for backgrounds and stuff, and sometimes I would use it in my work, but not really painting. I think when I started drawing more insects, which by the way I'm still obsessed with, I started painting more, and yeah, I don't really know how it happened, but I actually like painting more than drawing now, so I'm really glad it did happen. And also because I had been drawing for quite some time, and I was developing some sort of sense what I was doing, I feel like I picked up painting quite quick. Especially for me, because I'm a really slow learner and slow with everything I do, basically. Hence why I upload a video like every 6 months or something. But I did feel like I picked it up really quick, and also developed a style with painting as well. I do think it really helped that I had a drawing style already, because I feel like when I started painting, I just merged those two kind of together, even though the work I am doing today, like this illustration and paintings I do, are very different. but I do still see a lot of similarities in the way I paint and in the way I draw. Starting a sketchbook for me was really the way I developed my art style actually. I do use my sketchbook a bit different than other people, I think, because the things in my sketchbook really are finished works. I just kept drawing and painting what I liked, and that's simply the way to develop an art style, I think, because you'll find out what you like to paint and also the things you don't like to paint, and you don't do these things again, and you keep doing the things again that you love to do. And so I do think the conclusion of my little story is make lots of work. Like, that's basically the most simple thing, but also the most effective thing, because you can read a lot of art books and watch a lot of YouTube videos or whatsoever about this whole topic and art in general, but nothing is gonna happen if you don't make work. So make work. What I will suggest doing is finding lots of artists and illustrators you admire. It does really help your brain with kind of realizing the things you like about their artwork. You don't want to copy them. What you can also do is search for lots of artists and illustrators that you really like, and then find the things in their work what speaks to you, and find out what exactly it is in their work that you really like, and then you kind of merged all these things together in your own way and in your own style, and continue working from there. But you have to be really careful, because you don't want to copy someone's work. In the end, I think the most important thing is, instead of focusing on developing an art style, I think you should really focus on creating things you want to make, and also spend a lot of time in general on making work, whether it's in a sketchbook or painting on a canvas or whatever you like to do. I think it's really important to spend a lot of time on making work, not only to develop an art style, but also to practice your skills, because those two really go together, if you ask me. And also, it isn't the most important thing at all. Like, I think the most important thing about doing art is enjoying yourself and just the joy of creating. This whole topic is a really popular one on YouTube, but also like in the whole art community. And I do find it really interesting to talk about, because I developed an art style without really realizing it, and I do think I'm kind of lucky in that sense, even though it sounds a bit like dramatic again. But yeah, I see lots of people on YouTube or like in comments and stuff really worrying about not having found their art style yet, and I do kind of understand how you can really worry about it, but at the same time, art is not about finding your own style, it's about enjoying yourself and doing what you love. And I think if art is what you love doing, then it will happen eventually, and even if it doesn't happen, like, at least you love spending your time doing art. So plus, you cannot force yourself to find an art style. Like, there's no place you can go and search for it. So I don't know what else to say, honestly. It all sounds a bit stupid now, doesn't it? I don't want to sound like it's something that you have to do or have, because I mean, you cannot have an art style. It literally doesn't matter if you don't have an art style, or maybe you have like 1,000. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I mean, I do have a lot more to say, but I'm not sure if you really want to hear it.
I'm not gonna ramble for any longer now, so anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me, if you did. It actually really means a lot. And if you liked it, please subscribe to me if you haven't yet, and also like the video. I hate saying this, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, thank you again. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!